Right, hello lovely people of YouTube. Thought I'd give you a quick update. It's been about a month since I uploaded a video. A few things have changed, not a lot. I've been buying a lot of stuff ready for the preparation of plasterboarding, and I'll talk you through it now if you like. Video. This is going to be the main wall that houses most of the entertainment stuff, and the electricians have been and put the main cables and lighting in. I've got 4 spotlights equally spaced apart, socket down there on the floor which is going to be for the electric radiator, and I thought, well, might as well put a socket down in that corner just as a spare socket in case I want to plug any lamps or stands in, chargers and whatnot. And then obviously here we've got the light switch. We've got one for the outside light, one for the inside lights, and one for a set of LEDs that's going to run around the top. So yeah, this is the main wall. I bought a TV bracket so I could see how big it was going to be to mount on the centre wall. And obviously the TV runs around here, so we've left a socket out there to hide behind the telly for plugging the power in for the TV. Managed to salvage a couple of ducting tubes from a job we're working on, and in that we've got 2 HDMI feeds that run all the way up into the ceiling up there. The projector's going to be mounted there, and then obviously there's 2 in the back of the projector, and one obviously to go to the audio video receiver which I'm going to put in, and then the other one can be for a spare for if you want to plug a laptop down there and project anything after laptop. Or fair enough, if one fails, I've got another one, so you don't have to thread another cable back through. There's a power outlet where the projector is going to be fitted. And what else we got? Then we've got, well, because my surround sound receiver that's going under the TV cabinet, we're going to have the outlets on there with, it's got the the brushes, so the cables just poke out. That one's going to be below, within the entertainment centre, because it's price you took from IKEA. It's comes about it's about 400 deep off will be mounted up there. So this could be in the shelving of the unit. Same 2 sockets inside, and then obviously any HDMI cables like from your PlayStations and whatnots can go in there and come out up there straight into the TV from the receiver. So yeah, and then I've got all the speaker cables. Charlie gave me an the other day, and he's labelled all my speaker cables. He best have done it right, otherwise it'd be in a right mess. Because we've got I think it's 7.1 surround to something like that. We've got front, left, and right. We're going to be a centre one, and then we've got rear left and rear right in the corners. And then we've got 2 ceiling speakers because the receiver's Dolby Atmos enabled, so you obviously get the sound like it coming down as well. And then obviously the subwoofer then I'll sit at the side of the TV unit. So he's labelled me all them up, so it should go in first time. Better do, Charlie, if you're watching this, otherwise I'm blaming you. And I think, the only thing is, just to future-proof the build, because there's no TV aerial, but I'm assuming that most the telly in the house, and I tend to use the internet TV these days. But just in case we can't get a TV reception, I've put in a Sky Sat cable, like a twin feed, which threads up, runs alongside, and out the outlet on that side. I've just left it curled up, but I really don't want to be putting a dish or an aerial on top of the building, because it look like right bloody clampets like. So I wanted to keep all that down to a minimum. But I mean, and I haven't run any networking cable to the actual building, because I think the way it's going, everything seems to be Wi-Fi, and at worst case, if I can't get a good signal direct from my router, which is on the far side of my house, then what I'll do is I'll use those little TP-Links extender boxes that plug into your sockets and runs through the ring main of the house. And failing that, if they don't work, then I'll just get a Wi-Fi repeater as close to the building as I can, and hopefully that should pick up the signal and then obviously keep it as strong as it is on the other side of the house. And what else have I done? Oh, I got done a bit of work to the soffits. I shall show you. Right, so if you look at the soffits, obviously you can see I've boarded them out and put the return on, and I've also added some LED lights in there, which are the colour changing ones. So if I turn them on, you can see you can have them obviously red, green, blue, or white. You can have them in flashing, slow it down. There's all sorts of kids will just another remote for kids to mess about with if you like. But yeah, let's turn them down a minute. There's the outside light socket, and then if you come in my shed, I'll show you what I've done to the shed. Obviously when it was empty before, it was ready for boarding out. So what I've done now is, if you see, I've boarded it all out, ceiling, because I don't need a nice finish in the shed, just a chipboard ceiling. I've got obviously a central light just to light it all up, but I've made a load of shelving out of my offcuts of the chipboard, and just bought some like CLS timber and knocked up some shelving, and it all works well with my bikes and everything. We've got a couple of light switches for one in here, one for, I can't remember. The electricians at least know what they do. I think one for outside light, that one's for the outside socket, and that one's for the LED transformers. So when the LEDs come over the wall, they'll be switched on out there, but the transformer and that will be wired into the switches in here. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with how it's coming up at the minute. And then if you can remember that big coil of electrical cable, well, we took up all the edgings on this old path. This is all going to be paved, and then we've run it down the side of the house, and then it just comes into the mains consumer unit in the house, ready to be connected up when I'm ready for my second fix electrical. I mean, if you like what I'm doing on these YouTube videos, if you want to give us a subscribe, like and comment, then let me know, because obviously I do a lot of this for a living, not just outbuildings and whatnot, but I do a hell of a lot of gardens, garden builds, patios, driveways, extensions and whatnot. And I don't mind if people want me to, I'll take the camera to work and film some of the work we do, and give you some detailed information on how we put stuff together, how we construct driveways, gardens, and buildings. Like I say, this is just a little project I've had to go on the side there at home, just to help us create a bit more living space as a family. But like I said, if you look at my actual property, that extension on the back, I built that 15 years ago. Me, my other half and my father-in-law spent about 3 years start to finish on that one. But I say by the time this one's done and watertight, I think it'll have took us, I think we started in May, beginning of May, end of April, something like that. We knocked the old shed down. If you go back and look at the first video, you'll see, and I think by the time we've finished, I'm hoping to get it all done and dusted, and it'll all be usable by Christmas. Obviously I've got to get it plastered out and the flooring down and all the things connected up. Shouldn't take too long. And then what I'm going to do with a renderer, a mate of mine who's going to probably do the internal plastering is a renderer, but it's very dependent on weather, and I don't want to be doing rendering in winter, so I'll probably wait till springtime and get the monocles finish put on the front, probably next spring, something like that. But yeah, like I say, give us a like and subscribe, and there's plenty more videos to come, and I'll keep you updated on how this one's going. See you later.